Hello Flosstube, this is Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner, and I am here with my Maynia Week 2 updates. So far, we're 2 weeks in, and remarkably, I have stuck to my plan the whole time. I had 5 Blackwork journey starts last week, and I will show you those in a minute. If you watched last week's video, you know I talked about the fact that I still had my Christmas tree up, and I just wanted to give you guys an update that after I uploaded that video, I did take it down, so now my Christmas tree is finally down, and yeah. And then this weekend, today, Saturday, instead of stitching like I had originally planned, but then I just wasn't quite in the stitchy mood, I spent the entire day updating my spreadsheet of whips. And before, I had only had like maybe a quarter of my whips on the spreadsheet. And I have now completely entered all of them, and I have 140 whips. So, by the end of Maynia, that number will actually be 150. So it's a lot. And my intention going forward is going to be to try to whip down. I did actually even throw away 3 projects. The fabric was just so completely stained that I figured I would rather they were full coverage pieces, but there were like hoop marks all around them, and it was just pretty irredeemable. So I decided I cut out the small portion of what I had stitched and salvaged the rest of the fabric. So I probably spent about 8 hours doing all that kind of organizational stuff and updating that spreadsheet. And the spreadsheet tells me that I have about 11 million stitches to complete all of those, which is ridiculous, right? So need to work on that for sure. This week also, I walked 5 miles on one day. So I'm restarting my walk to Mordor, and I've reached the end of the Hobbit's first day of walking, which, you know, I should be further than that, but you know, we do what we can. And so I'm really looking to increase those numbers. And what I'm thinking right now is that I'm going to kind of alternate between walking a day and then doing something less like that, and maybe doing like beginner yoga videos on YouTube. My sisters do, and my mom do this lady called Yoga with Adrienne or something like that, and she has some beginner videos and then she has more advanced videos, and so I will try to remember to link her channel below if you're interested. I have done a couple of her videos, and it was easy to follow along and do, so I was thinking that I would kind of alternate between walking and doing something less strenuous. And I do remember that the few yoga videos that I've done has really helped my back feel better, and I would really like that because I've been having a sore back lately. Probably it's like being bent over my stitching, but I'm not giving up stitching. That's crazy. So anyways, that's my kind of exercise health plan and update. I was really proud of those 5 miles, but I was so sore and tired afterwards because I was doing my walking DVD, Walk the Pounds Away with Leslie Sanson or something like that, and so the DVD is 5 miles, but it's broken up into 1 mile increments, and then like halfway through each mile increment, it will tell you where you're at the half mile. So I could have stopped it at any point, but from like the 1.5 mile point, I was like, I'll just just another half a mile, just another mile, because I was also listening to an audiobook at the same time. And I just kept going until the 5 miles were up, which was pretty crazy. I also have Beachbody Power 90 DVD videos, except for I'm missing the first disc of that. So I just ordered that again off Amazon. It was like $3. And so probably after the World Cup, I'm intending to do that 90-day program. My best friend's getting married in September, so I would love to keep on losing more weight, and just, you know, being all around healthier. Since I found out about the diabetes and everything, I've lost about 15 pounds, almost 20. And so I'm really proud of the lifestyle changes I've made and the progress I've made, but I can't stop here. Got to keep on going. And so doing those Power 90 DVDs is my next step in being healthier and fitter. And of course, continuing my walk to Mordor. So now I'm going to go over my Maynia from this last week. It was Blackwork week, and I was doing Blackwork Journey from Elizabeth Almond. I will try to link her website below. She has a ton of freebies, and then she also has a ton of patterns that are relatively cheap, all like under $10. Many way beyond lower than that, like £5 or something like that. She's in the UK, so it's all in pounds. But I discovered I really, really enjoy Blackwork, and it's something that I'm definitely going to look to do more of in the future. You might know her for her huge freebie sale that was Save the Stitches. I do have that one started, but I'm thinking of restarting it because I'm not really happy with my fabric, and I'm not really happy with well, for sure the metallics that I'm using. I didn't know about like Petite Treasure Braid at the time or things like that, and so I use like cheap Hobby Lobby brand of metallics, and it's a nightmare. So I'm thinking of restarting that. I also want to do, they have this other freebie called Pandora's Box, and also Box of Delights, both freebies. But for the Box of Delights, it's like a chocolate, this is how she kind of describes it. It's like a chocolate box, and you never know what you're gonna get. And so she has they're all like little round ones with different fillings on the inside, and she has all of the fillings different colors. And so what I was thinking was doing like all those outlines in black, and then doing the fillings in the various different hand-dyed silks or flosses that I have that I don't really ever know what to use on. And I thought that would be a lot of fun to do. So I'm looking to start that sometime in the near-ish future after I've whipped down a little bit. Like maybe after I finish all 5 that I started this past week, I'll consider that good enough to start another project. So let me show you guys the ones from this week. I did actually get a finish, so I am really happy about that. The first one I did was Color Freebie Fun. So it's 5 rings. I started this one first because I thought I could go back to it during the week and work on it if I finished the others, but then I never ended up going back to it. So I did the yellow, and then I started the red. So I have to finish the red, and then there's green, brown, and black. There's also beads in this pattern, but I haven't decided if I'm going to use the beads yet. The next one, I put them all on this same fabric, so I've got to just shift it around. The next one I did is called Persian Flower Freebie. And it's like this. There are five beads on it. I thought I would get more done, but I didn't have a lot of stitching time this day. I think like half an hour. So, but I really love how that one looks. The next one I did was Color Flower Freebie, and I highlighted around that so you can't really see what the different colors were meant to be. This one I got really close to finishing. I just have to put these green vines that are here over in these 3 spots, and then it will be all finished. So I had hoped to finish that, but I was so tired. I was basically falling asleep in my chair. Then this one is called Tivoli. These are all freebies on her website. And this looks like black, but actually it's DMC 500, which is a dark green. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's DMC 500. And I didn't get a lot done. So there's a lot to go on that one. And then we have my finish. And I really love this one. I wasn't positive that I was going to before I started it, but seeing it on the fabric, I love it. And that's Odd One Out. And here it is finished. And I really love this one. I showed my sisters, and my one sister said she thinks it would look really nice on something like a purple velvet with gold thread. And I think she's right. That would be really beautiful. But so those were my five starts for the week. And I didn't work on any other cross stitch besides that this week. And I'm hoping in the beginning of June to maybe get those finished. I did work a little bit more on my Germany shawl. I got to the next color change, which is, oops, over here, 2 strands of yellow and 1 strand of red. And so, I'll just show you guys over here. The color change happened all the way over here, so I'm thinking that it'll be about 4 rows of this before I get to solid yellow. So, and then I counted this red and black section, the section that was red and black, and then the section that's red. And so my estimate is that the solid colors are about double what the mixed colors are. So I'm thinking the solid yellow will be about 8 more rows. So I've got about 12 more rows on this, is my guess. And I want to have this done by the World Cup. In case you're wondering, in part, why I support Germany, first of all, I first watched the World Cup in 2010 when it was taking place in South Africa. And part of the reason I watched that was because one of my younger sisters loves soccer. And she and I weren't the closest because, I mean, there was an age difference. She's 5 years younger than me, and so like she was in middle school when I moved out and went to college, and then I was just trying to identify with her more and get to know her more and take an interest in something that she really loved. She loves soccer and the World Cup especially, and so she was supporting Germany at the time, but also watching so much of that World Cup with her. The German playing style was the one that I found the most entertaining and the one that I enjoyed the most. She actually supports Spain now, I believe. Sometimes Portugal. So I continue to support Germany, but she supports other teams. But anyways, so I've been supporting Germany for about 8 years now. Additionally, I watched it because it was taking place in South Africa, and I'm half South African. One of the stadiums is in Cape Town, and that's where my dad's family is from. And also, one of my sisters, not the one who watches soccer, another one, is married to a German man. They were high school sweethearts, and so she lives in Germany, and so I have a German nephew, and so that's also part of why I continue to support Germany, even when my favorite players retire, and it makes me all sad. But, so yeah, so that's part of why I support Germany so much in the World Cup, and why I will be watching them and supporting them in this World Cup. So there's that. I need to finish that. I have about another month. Now let me briefly show you what I'm going to work on this week. It is Mill Hill week for me. Week 3 is going to be Mill Hill week. I will have 5 starts. And I don't know in what order I'm going to start them in, but here are the kits. Miranda from the Hocus Pocus trilogy. I'm just doing this on black 14 count Ada. The rest I'll be stitching on the perforated paper. But I'm going to turn this into like a pillow thing. Not really like a full-size pillow, but like a decorative pillow thing for my aunt. And I'll do the same with the other 2 witches. Then I've got the ice skates, which I'm making for my sister Alex. She ice skates. She takes lessons. Then I have the Nutcracker for my sister Jo. Because I didn't give her one this past Christmas. A Holiday Express for my nephew, because he loves trains. And Christmas Nest, which is a cardinal for my grandfather. He loves cardinals. So those are my 5 planned starts for the week. I decided not to try to push myself to finish the cross stitch for my boyfriend. I didn't even work on it this week because I kind of decided almost immediately after posting that video that I wasn't going to push myself like that. His birthday is in November, and then Christmas is in December, so I can do the blanket for one of those and then the cross stitch for the other, and that'll be fine. So, so that's where I'm at regarding that project and why I don't have progress on it. I did receive several lovely suggestions, including that I just give him the picture so he can see it and I can work on it in front of him. And I did really consider that. But then last Maynia, I ended up not sticking to Maynia and working like a crazy person on his cross stitch. And while that was fun and he loves the project I gave him, I wanted to do Maynia this year. So it is what it is. Did I have any more updates? I don't think so. So here's another shortish video, under 20 minutes. So I hope you are having a great stitchy week. I hope if you're participating in Maynia, you enjoy this last week of it. My Maynia will be going till the end of the month, so I still have more than halfway to go. Yeah, I think that's it. Bye.